So you and another person are literally in the space of thinking about each other, but you don't even know it. On a spiritual level, you do know it. If you are very tapped into your spiritual awareness, you are very aware of this. You've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. And I'm hearing that two of you are very indecisive about what you want to do. I'm feeling like you are both from the different necks of the woods, meaning that there was a lot of contrasts at this particular time of how you both operate. However, I am seeing that you are wanting to move towards one another, but at the same time you're scared because you don't know where it's going to lead or how this is going to pan out. I split the deck on the Page of Pentacles, so there is something of some kind of stability that is about to grow from whatever it is you're going to experience with this individual. For some of you, this individual, you don't know this person at all. You may know them energetically, but you don't actually physically know this person, or you may have had maybe a brief interaction with them. You don't know this person. For some of you, the person who is on your mind, who you've been thinking about and you've been wondering, why am I thinking about that person? Why is that person constantly coming into my mind all the time, living in my mind rent free, not adding to anything, not paying my bills? I feel like that's the person, especially if this is someone that you don't even have you've never had a connection with, and it feels weird. You have the gift of telepathy is what I'm seeing. Okay, some of you have the gift of telepathy, and you have the gift of premonition. So sometimes when you are seeing a particular person, you are seeing this person, but you're also seeing a potential timelines that you have with this person as well. That's a gift that you have. So sometimes you may find that you meet someone and all of a sudden you're having, I told you, you intuitively know this, the High Priestess. You're tapped in, turned on. So it's like sometimes you will meet someone and then you'll be in the space of feeling like, okay, why am I seeing all these images? Is my imagination running wild? No, baby. You're just picking up on the futuristic timelines or the parallel timelines where certain scenarios and situations could play out with this particular person. So for instance, you could meet someone and all of a sudden you can see yourself having a romantic rendezvous with them, or you could see yourself going out with them, or you could see yourself being in business with them, and you've only literally met this person for say 20 minutes. You are seeing the potential timelines of where the connection could take you. Okay, but you need to trust your intuition. Okay, there is something about information being given to you about past lives when it comes to this particular person. I feel like some of you feel like you're going insane because you're like, it just doesn't make any sense. How am I thinking about someone that I barely even know? How am I thinking about someone that I haven't even met, but I can see them? Some of you are actually seeing visions of the person that you're supposed to be meeting, for those of you that are single. I'm also hearing for some of you that are in relationships and even trying to be messy, but you got someone in to test your faith, test your commitment, test whether the relationship you're in is worth continuing, or whether it's strong enough to stand the test of time, is what I'm hearing. Okay, Two of Wands. Okay, the person who may be coming in for you could be someone who, I feel like I'm hearing worlds apart. So this could be someone who is who's ethereal, someone who just doesn't feel like they're human to you, just someone who just out of this world. But this is also someone that you may need to travel for. Okay, I'm getting South Africa. Okay, mountains are also significant, so somewhere where there's a lot of mountains, a lot of greenery. But I'm also getting that there's some kind of incoming message. It's like you're having to make a choice. Okay, with the Two of Wands here, like he's holding on to that staff very firmly. So to me, it's like he's making a choice, and it's a choice that's very passionate to him, one that he wants to move forward with, one that he is sure about. Okay, and he's holding it with his left hand, and the left hand for me represents femininity. So whatever choice he's making, it's something that makes him, again, it's not gender specific, but I'm just going by the gender on the card, but it's making him feel nurtured. It's making him feel intuitively aligned with this passionate choice that he is making right now. Okay, but I feel like at the same time 2 could be significant because the High Priestess represents a number 2, and then you've got the 2 of Wands. So 22 could be significant. You could be a life path 2. You could be a master life path 22. Your birthday could be on the 2nd. You got the 3 of Swords here. All right, cool. So whoever this person is that's coming in for you is going to help you to overcome any kind of heartbreak or any kind of situation that may have been testing to you. Situations where you had put your heart out and got very little back with the 3 of Swords here. I feel like this is something where you have had to overcome things like codependency, situations where you were dealing with maybe abusive or narcissistic individuals, and also dealing with ancestral karmic situations that involved you having to put up and shut up. Some of you have taken back your power now when it comes to these situations with the 6 of Wands here. You're no longer in this here. Roses are also significant. Roses could be your favorite flower, or there's something here about a rose petal bath, something like that. Yeah, you got a Knight of Pentacles here again. Like I said, this has been a very slow moving situation. I feel like some of you have been going through this on and off for maybe the last 3 to 4 years, okay? When it comes to trying to connect with someone or connecting with an energy that you barely even know. All of this is very energetic is what I'm getting up, yeah, but there's some type of message that's coming in. There's some fast movement that's coming in. Mental again, do you know what I mean? It's more in the mind, okay, because swords represent the mind. There's just something here about some type of truth that is being revealed to you through your energetics, with the High Priestess here as well. Empress. So you are someone who's very magnetic at this time. There is this nurturing energy, and like I said, there is some type of like emotional understanding between you and another individual, okay? But at this particular time, you may be feeling left out in the cold because you just don't know what the fuck is going on. You're like, okay, like, I don't know this person, but I know they're coming in. I don't know this individual, but I know they're supposed to be coming in. There's some type of message that's supposed to be coming in, but it just doesn't make any sense to you, okay? And you are not being delusional. This is actually happening, but I'm kind of feeling like Spirit's keeping it... Oh, what's that dropped on the floor? Spirit's kind of keeping it hush-hush right now because there's a lot of components that haven't quite come together. Yeah, look. Spirit's keeping it hush-hush because there's certain components that haven't come together, and there's certain people in your energy that you still need to let go of. And I'm also getting that when this situation does come in for you, when this relationship or connection does come into you, because it doesn't have to be romantic, but when it does come in for you, yeah, you've been in your head about this a lot. When this situation does come in for you, there is going to be so much relief and so much clarity. There's going to be so much clarity, and it's going to make you feel like, oh, thank God, I now have the answers. Because right now it's like you just don't have the puzzles, and it's just like you just can't understand what's going on. You want to know more about what's going on, why you're thinking of somebody that you've never met, why you're getting energetic images and imprints of this person. I'm also hearing that you've been dreaming of someone consecutively, so you could know this person, but again, you don't have like a full-on connection with them. You've only maybe met them a few times, or this is someone, like I said, you absolutely do not know, but you keep seeing them. You're due to meet them, babe, okay? Because whoever I'm speaking to, you are very intuitive. You are spiritually inclined. There's a certain level of understanding that you have above the rest, okay? You can go into the room and read minds. I'm hearing something here about you being able to read minds as well. Is that for a separate video, or should I? Okay, so that's for a separate video, but just to touch on it here, some of you have the gift of reading minds, and some of you have the gift of alternate reality, aka past life recall, when it comes to certain faces. So sometimes you might notice that people's faces shift when you're speaking to them, and that's because the face that you're shifting to is a face that you have encountered in one of your alternate realities, or a face that so that you can remember that as well, okay? Things like that. Ace of Cups. So there is something coming in. There is a passionate offer. Yeah. There's a passionate offer. Look, 2 of Cups here with the 3 of Cups here, and the Ace of Cups. So there is definitely something coming in. The clarity around this person's coming in for you. The funny thing is that both of you are in the same energy. You can't stand that you're both thinking of each other, but you want it to hurry up and be over, or whatever to be revealed so that you can actually make your move. Who knows? Shit, this video might actually be like, fuck, you know what, everything she's saying is true. I'm gonna make my move now, bro, and let me see if this person's feeling the same, and lo and behold, you gonna find out. So you got the Ace of Cups with the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups with the Lovers behind it, and we started with the Lovers, didn't we? Okay, so it's almost as if like this is fated, is what I'm getting. It's destined. Okay, eternal feminine and eternal masculine. Okay, there's this coming together, but there's this coming together because there is a bigger agenda at play here when it comes to your connection and what you're supposed to be doing. The fact that you've got the Ace of Cups with the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Cups, I kind of feel like that it's source bringing 2 people together, for there to also be these 2 people who come in to bring in a third entity, a third child. Their first child, okay? Or it could be 3 children, or this person has children, okay? Or you're wanting 3 kids. I'm also seeing triplets as well. Water signs are very significant, okay? But with the 5 of Wands in reverse, right, it's almost as if like you haven't been like externally fighting anybody, but energetically there's just been this fight. It's like, what is going on? There's been this tug of war of like, is this real? Is this not real? Am I feeling what I'm feeling, or am I not feeling what I'm feeling? Okay, some of you are needing movement to help you to kind of overcome this, and some of you are needing to journal more. Start when things like this start happening, and you, like for instance, you're seeing someone. Say you are seeing someone who is in your vision 24/7, you can see them vividly. Start writing down the details of this particular person, because writing stuff down and having it validated for you is such a powerful thing. The crazy thing is you could be writing down the features about this person, and if you can draw them. You write down the features about this person. When you meet this person, you can go back through your notes and you will realize you are not crazy. You are just highly intuitively gifted, baby. Like, your clairvoyance is top tier. Do you understand? Top ranking. So that's what you're needing to do. Yeah, you're just waiting. You're waiting for this ship to come in. The spirit is helping you with this. Spirit's just keeping it hush hush though. Okay. And like I said, saw the truth. What I'm saying is truthful. And I also feel like this truth, this revelation, this clarity that you're going to get. And you see how there's 2 eagles on there, bird's eye view. Do you understand? I just feel like mountains again is significant. Okay. I just feel like this feels heavenly. I just feel like when this does come through, it's gonna be something that you have always wanted but didn't think was possible because it took so long. But when it does come in, you're going to be like, okay, I see why it was worth waiting for. Okay? And all of like the material, mundane, human things that you would think would affect this partnership or this connection will not. 6 of Cups. This is a past life person. I don't feel like this is a present past life. Like, it's not this life, past life, but it's not a past person from this life. I feel like it's a past person from whatever life. Okay, for those of you that are lovers again. Okay, all right. So yeah, okay, cool. So the lovers with the 4 of Cups. Okay. The cup that's in front of her is empty. It's not overflowing like the other 3 cups are. Now, like I mentioned before, there's a few of you that are in relationships that have, I'm sorry to say, but Spirit's putting it in a way to say they have run their course. They have served their purpose. Okay? And you are now being presented a choice with someone coming in. Because the current cup that you are looking at, right, or you're trying to bring passion back to, there is no passion there, is what I'm feeling. You may have 2 kids with this person, because I'm seeing the 2 cups overflowing. So for me, that indicates there's some kind of passion between, I'm just getting family, okay, emotions, especially with the 6 of Cups here, okay. And I see 2 kids on this card. Right? They could have blonde hair, brown hair. You could have a boy and a girl. They could be identical twins, or this new person that's coming in, you could have twins of them. But the cup behind her is more fruitful. So to me, there is there's a lack here when it comes to this cup, because this cup is not fulfilling her right now. If she was to replace the cup in the back with this cup, everything would be fulfilled with her, which is the Three of Cups here. Okay, so what I'm getting is that you're being presented with this opportunity by someone else who is more passionate. I'm also hearing more attractive. Someone who's more aligned to come in. But for some of you, you may find it difficult because like I said, you're with someone who you've got kids with, you've got a foundation with, and so on and so forth. You've got all of those things, but there is just something missing. And you can't explain it. And that's simply because the contract has hit its end. And you're needing to be in a space of really just being honest about that. Okay, I'm seeing that you and this person can co-parent, but you're needing to put the burdens down. Yeah, once you put the burdens down, you'll be in a space where it's like you're gonna end up being, single. And some of you are scared of that. Some of you are scared of being single parents, and doing it by yourself. Okay, King of Cups. I told you, someone's coming in. But there is this person, even though you are letting go of these burdens and you're afraid of being a single parent, there's someone who's coming in to let down your burdens and take you out of this singlehood. They're coming in to offer you this emotional stability. Page of Cups here, yeah. So the reason why it's funny, because you got the Page of Cups here with the King of Cups, and it's almost like this person is currently in Page energy, but when they come towards you, they're going to be in King energy. It's like them coming towards you is them upgrading themselves. Okay, now for those of you that are in relationships, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to have a lot of things to say. Some people are not going to agree with you leaving one relationship for another. Some of you might even, I'm sorry to say it, but I'm seeing like maybe a possible an affair, and I say that as the Ace of Wands is on the swords on the bottom of the deck, bitch. There's going to be something that's going to be hot and steamy. Now, I don't condone that. I really don't. It's not something that I condone. So what I'm saying to you is there is going to be this high level of temptation. And you may be in a space of trying to fight this off. Yeah, the deception behind there. You're going to be in a space of fighting this off, okay? You're going to be in a space of wanting to really fight off this temptation. But for the most part, the first time it happens, it may be something that is of a secretive nature, yeah. Because this person, they're coming off as a Queen of Wands. This could be you as well. But they have it all. The looks, the demeanor, the career, the riz is what I'm hearing. Like, the riz, right? So it may be difficult to push away from temptation, but I'm also feeling like this is also Spirit's work, in the sense that it's going to be so strong that it gets you to really go into your mental and think what is best for you. Okay, now for those of you that are not in a relationship, but this person is coming in, and yeah, it's going to be hot and steamy in the bedroom, baby. I got to get too much into that. Yeah, it's going to be hot and steamy in the bedroom, baby. Okay, for some of you, you may have more than one option. I'm seeing about 3. Okay, 3 options, baby. Pick your choice, honey. Okay, but again, it's fated. I just saw the Wheel of Fortune. It's fated. Anything else? Don't be nervous about this, because you've got the heads up. I feel like this is going to happen in the next 2 to 3 weeks. From now, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, so within this time, okay? And this person's going to feel like they've popped in from nowhere. Even though I've given you the heads up, it's going to feel like it's just coming out of nowhere. You're like, I know she said what she said, but what she said, I didn't expect it like this, but I expected it. It's like, you know when they say expect the unexpected, and you're like, how do you expect the unexpected? Yeah, it's given that. It's given what you didn't know, you didn't know, now you know. Okay, basically. No, that's too many cards, Spirit. Okay. Some of you might go into hermit mode because of this situation as well. It's gonna cause a lot of confusion for you. But all I'm gonna say is act from a space of integrity, yeah. It's gonna have you planning your next move. It's going to have you planning your next move, and whatever your next move is, it's going to result, in a 10 of 10 of Pentacles, but you've got the devil here. Temptation, but it's to get you to move. I don't want you to be in a space of like, like, it's to get you to move, especially those of you that are in connections that you know deep down, like Sugar Plum, deep down you know that these are this relationship or this situationship or this connection is not working. And for some of you it's a situationship, which is why this person's coming in, because Spirit's been like, you've been in the situationship for way too long, and that's all you've ever known, situationships. No one's ever really taken you seriously, and now you've got someone coming in to take you seriously. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna end the message there because my battery's on 5%, which kind of ties in because this person, they ain't offering much anyway. Okay, their percentage is low too. So yeah, I intend that message resonated with you and sending you loads of love. I'll see you in the next video, my sugar plums.